Hi, welcome to my English class. Let's start our distance learning. Today, we'll discuss the past tenses in English. What are they? Do you have any ideas? You're right. We learned about simple past tense and past continuous tense today. Now, listen to my explanation. This video is designed for 9 students of SMPK BPK Penabur Bandung for the purpose of flipped classroom English grammar. We'll discuss about past tense and past continuous tense. Before we discuss them, let's watch this video.
On a cold, dark night, Alyssa was working late at the office. It was already midnight when she finally finished her work. As she was leaving her office, she realized the streets were now empty. She was all alone. While she was walking back home, she heard some footsteps behind her. She turned around to look, but no one was there. So she continued walking, but she could still hear footsteps behind her. Alyssa is really scared now, and she started to run, but the footsteps behind her got louder and faster. Someone was chasing her. As she was running, she saw a cemetery. She quickly ran into the cemetery and hid there. When Alyssa was hiding, the footsteps stopped. Maybe she lost him. Just then, Alyssa remembered there's a 24-hour convenience store nearby. She can go there for help. She quickly ran to the store. She went inside and begged the man for help. But the man said to her,
What have you learned from this video? Number 1. Both past tense and past continuous tenses happened in past time. Number 2. Some of the time signals can be used either in past tense or past continuous tense. Let's find out the time signals used. Yesterday, long time ago, once upon a time, previous days, last, ago, the other, when I was, and while. Next, let's talk about the differences. Let's talk about simple past tense first. What are the functions of simple past tense? Number 1, Let's analyze from this example. I bought some porridge this morning. This morning shows specific or definite time. So when you have specific or definite time in past time, you must use simple past tense. The second function of simple past tense, well, let's analyze from the following examples. The first one, I always swam in that river when I was 13. Always usually used in present tense for telling habits. But this time, it is used in simple past tense for showing past habits. Remember, past habits can be replaced by another pattern used to plus verb 1. In the second example, you will see this one. I used to swim in that river when I was 13. Now please pay attention and compare the first one and the second one. What can you find out? That's right. Although these two sentences have different patterns, the meaning is the same. Both of them show about past habits. Be careful when we use used to plus be plus verb 1e, the meaning is different. Let's see from this example. I am used to reading books. The sentence means that you are still doing it, not about the past habit anymore. Once again, I am used to reading books shows that it is a present habit. Here is the last function of simple past tense that we'll discuss today. Let's see the definition first. It is used for actions happen one after another, or in Bahasa Indonesia, it means urutan kejadian. So you have several actions in the past, and those actions happen one after another. Let's pay attention to the following example. I opened the drawer, took the gun, and shot the snake. We have three actions here, and we can determine that the first action was opened, the second action was took, and the third action was shot. They happened one after another. Next, let's find out the past continuous tense in English. What are the functions of this tense? Let's find out. The first one, it is used for two actions happening together in past time. For example, while I was studying last night, my mom was cooking. The studying and was cooking were happening at the same time last night. The second function of this tense is, let's look at the definition first. It is used when one action was happening, then suddenly another action happened and interrupted the first action. For example, while I was sleeping, I suddenly heard a scream. Well, sleeping happened first, and in the middle of it, another action happened. The third function of past continuous, let's see from the example here. Last week, I was going to Bali when suddenly I heard the news about her. It is very clear that I was going shows that it was going to happen in past time. So we can also say that it is similar to the past future using would plus verb 1. The next function is telling about an action which was still in process, developing, or changing situation. For example, the sky was getting darker and darker that night. Another function of past continuous, let's see from the example here. He was always mocking me in high school and it made me annoyed. Was always mocking with the use of always plus continuous tense usually shows this one, annoyance. And here comes the last function of this tense. I will show you another example. At 7 a.m. yesterday, he was studying mathematics with his classmates in the class. At 7 a.m. yesterday, he was studying. What can you say about this? Well, that's true. We can use this past continuous tense with adverbs of time at followed by two time signals at 7 and yesterday. For the last session, we'll try to apply these two tenses in two sentences. Please pay attention to the pictures and complete the sentences that follow. Let's try number 1. Do you have any ideas of what the answers are? Let's try together. The students try to solve the math problems while the employees discuss about their work. Great! The answers are: the students were trying while the employees were discussing. So this shows about two actions that were happening at the same time in past time. Let's try practice number 2. In practice number 2, again, you have the pictures here, and then you have to complete the sentence that follows. The man listened to his earphone when the alarm suddenly rang. Take some time and give me the answers. Excellent. You're right. The answers are was listening, and the second one is rang. Let's read together. The man was listening to his earphone when the alarm suddenly rang. What can you say about this? Good. One action was happening first. The man was listening, and then suddenly another action interrupted the first action. Suddenly, the alarm rang. Let's move on to the next practice. In practice 3, you will also have the pictures here. Please take some time and try to understand the pictures before you complete the sentence. Here's the sentence. Martha quickly called blah 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 her best friend after her son slept. Blah 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 blah. What can you say about this? Amazing. Great. The answers are cold and flat. Once again, we'll read together. Martha quickly called her best friend after her son slept. The sentence shows that the actions happen one after another in past time. That's why we have to use simple past tense. That's all for today. Thank you for watching and learning well. See you everybody. Bye bye.